Was Astro serious just now? Astro could not have been serious. Yo, I just feel like I should have performed. You know, LA, you my mentor. So what? Is you gonna want me to perform? Is you gonna want me to do this? What? Is you gonna want me to do? And when I saw that, I was like, okay, first of all, I'm already telling Stacey Francis, go home. Anyway, because you're 12 years old and you rap. You need to be doing your ABCs, learn your elemental P's, and learning about abstinence, okay? You do not need to be on national television amongst all these motherfucking grown folks because clearly you are not ready. You know, clearly he wasn't ready. But, you know, and then he did his performance. Great performance. You know, he talked about his time in the competition. He didn't want to leave. You know, he met so many great people. You know, great. Really. Okay, so the motherfucking vote comes. And of course, LA votes for him because that's his mentor. Then Nicole votes for Stacy because she's her mentor. And then, for some reason, Paula Abdul's dumb ass. Paula Abdul, just because you old is motherfucking... Girl, old is what? Bitch, ain't nothing older than Paula Abdul, okay? Just because you tried to come out with your own single last year after American Idol and the shit flopped, and then you were turned around and got replaced on American Idol because your ass wasn't worth keeping on panel. Okay, don't be hating on Stacy Francis because she's 42 making a comeback. You know, yeah, she's doing great for herself. Stacy Francis is doing great. There are some people who say Stacy can't sing. I do believe Stacey had some good weeks and Stacey had some off weeks. But, you know, I'm still team. Have I been looking at the camera? I haven't noticed where I've been looking. But I do still believe that Stacy Francis has a great chance at winning this competition. She's a motherfucking voice. While y'all keep voting for people like Chris Penne Pasta, whatever the fuck, Stacy Francis has a nice voice, and Melanie Amara, those are the two big, great singles of this competition, in my opinion. But you know, and some people, Chris Renee is a star, so I'll just be like, they can have that. But you know, I just really feel like, okay, so I was talking about the vote. Paula Abdul voted to send Stacey Francis home out of pure jealousy, and then Simon read Astro's ass because you know, like that was very unprofessional for him to be sitting there with the mic. I'm pounding something in the bottom too. I don't want to perform. Some people that want me here. If they didn't want you there, boo, they would have did sign a petition like they did Kim Kardashian's ass. You see, they were working on getting her ass off the motherfucking air. You clearly would have been off TV if that was the motherfucking case. But yeah, so Simon reads Astro and he says, are you going to do this again if you're in the bottom two? Because that is very unprofessional. Simon has invested millions of dollars into this. You're just going to stand there and disrespect his whole... he should have sent him home. I would have sent him home after some shit like that. But you know, I believe Simon deep down knows the votes that... Because if Simon would have voted for Stace, which way was he have to vote to get the deadlock? Then I do believe that deep down Simon Cowell knows the votes, and Stacey Francis would have ended up going home anyway. Just for more dramatic purposes, Simon did his vote the way he did his vote, because even Simon, I know Simon knows that Stacy Francis is a motherfucking singer. Oh, you know what? He probably eliminated Stacy Francis because she's competition for Melanie Amaro. Because just like I just said that those two are the biggest singers, okay, if I get rid of Stacy Francis, that's her biggest competition. That's the only other person with the big voice in this competition. And, you know, Paula's mad because all her groups are going home. Even with the history of the UK X Factor, people don't vote for groups. I don't know why. And I just feel like it's 4 people, 5 people. Hell, Intensity, it was 10 people in the fucking... So, I don't know enough people to vote for me. And then those other... I just really couldn't figure out why they were in the bottom 2. But yeah, we're not here for that. I believe Simon's vote was swayed just to get Stacy Francis out of the way so he can make Melanie Amaro shine. I believe the whole thing was Simon sending Melanie Amaro home and then going back, oh my God, I've made this big mistake, I need to go get... All of that was staged because I believe he really believes in Melanie Amaro. Well, she's great. She could be the next Whitney Houston. But a lot of training, you know, he had her sing that Whitney Houston song that week of live shows, and people say she sounded horrible. Some said she sounded amazing. Some said she sounded horrible. But that's because Whitney Houston sang this song when she was 30 years old. She had already had multiple years under her belt in the industry, in the professional singing realm, and here you are. I think Melanie Amaro's 22-ish. You know, she doesn't have the same amount of vocal training as Whitney's had, so whatever. But I guess now that Stacey Francis gone home, Lord knows I'm a fanatic. I know y'all gonna laugh at me for that. But Stacey Francis gone home. I still believe that Stacy Francis could be a star, but you know, now that she's gone, I'm going to have to put all of my force into Melody Monroe. I'm definitely voting for that. Simon's going to get his way out of me because I just don't see anybody else. That fat white man in the over 30s who works at a taco shop and they named a taco after him, or Buffalo, or Burrito. Girl, he needs to go back to that taco shop and own up to his life dream, because that's what I believe his life dreams is. He definitely ain't singing and recording. We are the Braxtons and you'll see. The episode of Braxton Family Values just went off and Tamar is too motherfucking much to handle. Okay, so she's gonna tell Tracy that she believes her dream is stupid. Why she opening her shop in Maryland? Why this? Why that? But you can't even get your own career together. Okay, so you sit down and Tony trying to convince Tony to hit up a producer because you too scared. You have all this math, Tamar. Okay, it's kind of like Nene Leakes. You know how like we all love Nene Leakes at first, but now we look at Real Housewives of Atlanta, we're just like, oh, she's become too much of a diva, and I just can't with Tamar. She's like, I work with Brian McKnight. What was the other man's name? I work with all these people, Lady Gaga, and now you telling me I'm off pitch? She gets up and walks out of the studio, ruining her husband's motherfucking name, dragging it in the dirt, and I just can't. I don't care if you don't like the song. I don't care if you get in there, you do that. You do that song, and then you tell your husband out to the side, babe, I love you to bits. You produce hits. But, you know, I don't think that's where I want to... See, that's the problem, because, like, that was the first fucking song that I've seen her record, so that means that doesn't mean, like, that's the song that's the first single, because that's the first song you record. That does not mean that. I really wish she would get it together. And people talk about me and my hands antics in my videos, and it's like, I'm Tamar Braxton, bitch. That's not hot. That's not hot. And then she pulls back her... And who gave her this Toni Braxton Unbreak My Heart video concept look? I was like, bitch, somebody needs to unbreak this weave, because they put 3 or 4 too many tracks over on this side. Undo this weave, bitch. Come on, work with me now. And yeah, and so she just really needs to get it together. She was very unprofessional. And then she sat down at the end of this episode and told Trina that y'all know, I don't know what's wrong. It's Tracy. I don't know what's wrong with Tracy, but she's just so swayed. If the bitch says Braxton album, then she's I'm all into it. And then Tamar says solo record. Trina says solo album. And then Tony says, I don't know. You know, like she just swayed by anything. And then Tony pisses me off again because she says, well, you know, I don't want to be the one to hold y'all back, you know, if y'all just want to go on there and record without me, because, you know, while I make up my mind on if I want to record, then I'm still mad. If you saw my review last week, I went in on Tony. I don't want to go in on her this week, because this week I just want to go off on Tamar, because she did the utmost fucking most, and she just, if she wants to go with Harvey, she should, I believe, before they even started recording, they should have had a sound that they knew that they wanted to go for. Like back when L.A. Reid confessed that he dropped Lady Gaga a long time ago, like back in between 06 and 08, he was like, because he didn't understand the vision for her record. And I believe that Tamar, and if she wants to be successful, she should have came into this knowing her vision for her record. I mean, you sleep with a man every motherfucking night, you riding his dick 2 or 3 times with, you know, you doing, he should know what the fuck your vision is. He should know what your life goals are. So I don't get that. But Tamar gets together.com, your damn self. And yeah, that's how I feel about this shit. We are the Braxtons and you'll see. Y'all better see, bitch. What I don't like was Toni Braxton didn't even come in the studio. And Tamar did like the lead vocal, if y'all saw from last season. But then somehow when the show actually comes on, Toni is leading the motherfucking vocal. Bitch, I can't. Girl, I ain't got no pants on. I was finna get up, I ain't got no pants on. I actually need to go get my phone before I start this video. We are the Braxtons and you'll see. I wonder if my eyes gonna be red. I need my lip chap. Oh, I definitely can't do a video without lip chap.